then they go long. So I don't know. We'll see on this one turns out to be. But chilling in the new truck, waiting for Walmart to fill a prescription right now. I'm going to turn and burn, so I'm not going to the house to get my prescription from my local pharmacy. So I had it transferred to a Walmart, and I'm fitting to run over there and snatch that up. But I'm waiting on a 7-hour break to go by. I stopped this morning and, said, hey, we'll take the 7-hour break. So that's about over with. When that's up, I'm one exit away from the Walmart. We'll run over there, grab the prescription, start my day from there. Well, technically start my day from here, but, start like buckling down and get some trucking done from over there. I am on the blue phone. My phone battery is about dead, so I did not want to, start a live show. Speaking of that, I should be plugged in here. A wise man would be plugged in at 16%, not sitting here not plugged in. But now that we're plugged in, let me get to some comments. Let's see what everybody's doing today. Who's working on a Saturday? Anybody else working on Saturday? I'm in the Cascadia today. Welcome to the Cascadia. The meatloaf. Let's see what's going on. Let me text. That's my mom. She's more important than any of you, so let me text her while you wait. Went live on the YouTube. Call you back later. There we go. You got to get moms taken care of. We'll get to a few comments here. We'll see what everybody's doing. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. Sunshiny, beautiful day here. I am in Tennessee right now. Heading back to Minnesota. Not sure if I will I might swing by the house for like one night. It just depends on how fast I can get there with this load. But this load delivers in Minnesota Monday afternoon, which is kind of a bummer because I could be there tomorrow afternoon, but it's a pretty good ways from the house. It's not like I'm, 20 minutes from the house. I'm a pretty damn good drive away from the house. So I think I'm just going to slow roll it. Try to get as much savings as I can, and just churn and burn. Had to get the starter replaced on baby mama's SUV yesterday. Never in my life have I seen or heard anything like this. That starter is underneath. Okay, listen to me. The starter is underneath the intake manifold. The hell? Like it's V8 engine, and the starter is literally in the V part between the heads. It like cranks the top part of the flywheel. Instead of being on the bottom, it's on the top, like right along the firewall. You got to take off the throttle body, you got to take off the intake manifold, and then you got to replace the gaskets for all that stuff. Total nightmare. I am getting a lot of spinny wheel Jones. Okay, let me change what we're using here. Maybe some better internet. Sounds like the audio is good, but yeah, I had to get that replaced yesterday. I found a mobile mechanic that came out and did it for me. 1 second, kids. Reconnecting. Let's see how that does. It's a YouTube problem. It's a known problem here lately. They've updated something in their system, and it's a YouTube problem. In the middle of people live shows, it drops out, YouTube says you're still live. Like the other day, I did a 32-minute live show and only 16 minutes of it posted to the internet or to the YouTube. And I'm like, what are you doing, YouTube? Like, yeah, so people's live shows keep dropping out. It says I'm live. It's showing I'm live. Right here, right now, I'm live. But, over here, it just stopped. So, yeah, I don't know. YouTube's got a real problem there. I'm up to date on the app, so once they fix this, I'll definitely update the app. But yeah, there's a YouTube thing. It's a known problem right now where live shows just drop out, and it's killing me. Like I said, I did a 32-minute live show the other day, and 16 minutes of that, I was sitting there talking to myself and didn't even know it. Because on this phone that I'm recording on or doing the live on, it still says I'm live. But then I look over here and I'm not. So it's a real problem. It's a pisser, but whatever. Whatever it is. Let's see. BTC Trucker says, you bet, no rest for the wicked. Stands at transport. Hello from South Carolina. Who's South Carolina? You on the mountainside or you on the ocean side? Mike says 8 days a week when you drive people around. Yeah, you better believe it. But yeah, that was $700 to have somebody come put that starter on. The starter itself, the starter alone was $500. $450, $50 cord. Of course, you get the 50 back. But I could have ordered one online and got it much cheaper. But you got to wait till Monday to get it. And, it was cheaper just to get the thing fixed than it was to rent a car. Because, when you're a kid taxi, you can't be down for 2 days, on a weekend. You can't not be running kids here, there, and everywhere, between all the programs and after schools and all that. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, I just went ahead and bit the bullet. $700. Hopefully we never have to put a starter on that thing again. I hope. But yeah, it was just a bummer. It never fails. It's always on a Friday, and it's always right after I leave the house. Because if I would have been home, I would have just ordered the starter and put it on a Saturday, or a Monday or whatever. The guy was reasonable. He charged $200 to come out there and put it on, which, I don't know. It's about a 2-hour job. So I wasn't too mad at it because he came and done it. I didn't have to have it towed to a shop, which I have AAA, so I could have got the towing for like probably, $25, $30 to get it towed to a shop. But, whatever. Whatever. Sometimes you just have to do whatever, whatever makes mama happy. That's what you got to do. Mo's in the house. Go live, Fake Trucking. Yeah, where's Fake Trucking been? Roger Berry's in the house. Chief Hollis is at the house cutting trees off the roof. Damn it, boy. Yeah, get them off the roof. Ty Tass Hole says, hey. Roger Berry at the house spending money, new rims and tires on the pickup truck. $2,600. Whew. At least I didn't have to spend that kind of money. Damn it, boy. Cheap Break Holler, throwaway motor. What's a throwaway motor? Trying to figure out that. Nickel Please in the house says, looks like you're using the same camera they used to film Bigfoot. Yeah. It was an internet issue. For some reason, this phone automatically connected to the truck stop Wi-Fi. That's a big no-no. Not to the hotspot. And then Verizon drops the damn live show again. So luckily I called it this time. I didn't do like half a live show sitting here talking to myself. So Roger Berry, Bigfoot. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Stanza RIP. Let's see. Roger Berry's Ilka Man. Hello. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. I don't read well. I'm kind of illiterate. Roger Berry says, depends on your definition of being live. Yes, exactly. You're sitting in your car talking to yourself, apparently. YouTube says, hey, he's live. Let him ride. Davian's in the house. What's your dream gun? I don't know. I don't really have a dream gun. I don't dream about guns. Um, yeah, I mean, you have one for personal protection, in the house, but that's about it for me. I don't need to carry a gun around with me everywhere I go. I don't know. Like, if someone bad's breaking into the house, do what you got to do. But as far as just out and about in the day in the world, I feel like I can get along without one. I mean, I'm 42, ain't dead yet, so it's been a good run. It's been a good run. My favorite gun is God. Instead of a gun, get some God in your life. Would be my suggestion. More God than gun, I guess, is mine. Epic trucking, not epic trucking fails. Something epic's in the house. What's going on, y'all? Not much. Caden says a $500 starter. Yeah, everything on this damn SUV is expensive as shit. Let me tell you. Um, it's a nice ride. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice ride. It was just a hair under $80,000 new. But let me tell you, every part on that sumbitch is expensive. Faux show. Roger Berry says, any word on the blue ox? Babe, my Peterbilt, my blue Peterbilt. I don't know. They were supposed to go pick it up so I had dropped it off at Peterbilt to get an insurance quote. And they went and picked it up. I believe they went and picked it up. But I slept. I was asleep yesterday afternoon, and everybody left by the time I got up, called in. So I don't know what the quote is yet. I'll know that probably Monday. I'm not going to call and bug them on the weekend. It's not relevant. It's not important right now. It doesn't change anything knowing it today versus Monday. So I'll know more Monday on what the insurance quote was. But we got some parts ordered right now to fix it. I got the deer guard ordered. Gonna put a big deer guard on it, and it looks like probably gonna go with a chrome bumper. I'm just not paying what they want for a plastic bumper. Peterbilt wants an absolute fortune for that 3-piece plastic bumper. And the whole bumper needs to be replaced because the way where he hit, it busted the one on the driver's side, but it shoved it all over and it busted the bolt holes off of the other 2 pieces. So I need the whole front bumper. And Peterbilt wants a fortune for it. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm trying to get this whole thing done for about 10 grand. And I looked the other day, I owe $24,000 on that truck. So if I could get it done for 10 and I can get a quote for maybe, I don't know right offhand. I'm gonna guesstimate the quotes probably between 10 and 15. So if I could put an extra 5 on the payments, the payment on that truck is just a hair over 14. It's $14.19 a month is my payment on that. So if I can get 3 payments knocked off the end of that loan, let's do it. Let's do it. It's kind of how I look at it. Caden says, for what vehicle? And it's the baby mama drives an Infiniti Q56. An Infiniti Q56. You can get a cheaper, Napa had a cheaper one that was like $230. I found some on the internet for like $150, but I couldn't get anything like same day, and I needed it done on a Friday. And the guy said I can get one for $450, and that was cheaper than I could get one from Napa, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advance. I called, I checked them all. I had to have it that day. So the guy said, I can get one for $450. I said, go ahead and get it if you can get it for that price, and get out there and get it put on. It's just because it was either pay the $700 to get the damn starter fixed, or pay. I probably could have got it done for about $500 if I could wait till Monday, but I was going to have to rent a car for the weekend. And by the time I did all that, it was just like, just fix the damn car. It's like, instead of, like, what's the difference between renting a car versus, paying $200 for a starter, 200 extra to have it done the same day. So that's what we did. Henry's in the house. Gaurav Singh's in the house. S211, what's up? Yapping. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm a yapper. Caden says, what vehicle again? BTC, $200, but he marked at starter up 400%. No, I mean, that was his price, was $450. He got it from Napa, and Napa was going to charge me $486, and he got it for $450 because he's got like a commercial account with Napa. So, the guy's very honest. He showed, everything. And he was like, if you can get a starter cheaper than I can get one, by all means, buy it, and I'll put it on. But he's like, the cheapest I can get one today is $450. And I checked, everything in my zip code, and then I checked everything for the zip code over, because sometimes things are cheaper if you drive, 20 minutes to go get it. And it just wasn't there. If you wanted a starter the same day, it was expensive. The Cult of Yog says, do you ever pick up prostitutes while working as a truck driver? There are no prostitutes to pick up. I mean, I ain't seen a prostitute out here in the streets in, hell, probably 5 years. I mean, they're just not here. And no, I wouldn't pick them up anyway because, just not my thing. Too much risk involved in them truck stop prostitutes. You don't even know what that is. Oof, truck stop prostitute. You don't want that smell in your truck. I promise you. Barry says, hey, big baller, my Wi-Fi is garbage, but per the service agreement, the thumbs up has been delivered. Thank you for that. I need to smash my own like button here. If you want to double tap the screen, it will give a like to the thing, so do that, please. Black Air Force Energy says, your vehicle always breaks down 15 minutes leaving, from where you need to be. It never fails. Every time I leave the house, like if something's going to break, not every time I leave the house something breaks, but every time something breaks, it's right after I've left. I'm like 400 miles away and I get a call, and that's part of being a trucker. That's the reality of trucking. It just is what it is. It's the reality of trucking. Where are you from? I live in Minnesota. Timothy says, been smoking crack all day. Please send more, okay? If I had it, I would send it, bro. I know how y'all are. I know how them crackheads get when they ain't got their juice. Shannon Thomas Trucking's in the house. Something there says, what's your favorite food meal to eat when you're on the road? I don't know. I mean, cooking something in the truck would be my favorite. I don't know. I like breakfast burritos. I'm a big breakfast burrito guy. Eggs, bacon, butter, cheese. I'm that type of guy. Chief Fair Holler says, Cash, did you see the white Volvo laying over on 94? 90, which 94? What part of 94? No, I haven't seen anything. Biev's in the house. I think how I say that. G. Walker's in the house. Mark Ely made it in. Chief Fair Holler says, Cash, be a super trucker. Don't put the extra on the truck loan. Put it towards a Hellcat. Hellcat. It ain't a car in my world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? In my world, Hellcat's not a car. Yeah. Don't get me thinking about the Hellcat. Mark Ely says, hi. Thanks, Mark, for coming in. Mike says, you use the right repair shop. You should be able to get yourself an inflated quote on that repair, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I took her straight to Peterbilt, baby. I want genuine Peterbilt parts, damn it. I will settle for no less than genuine Peterbilt parts. Yeah, my company has their own body shop. So we always get the quotes from Peterbilt or Freightliner or wherever. You know, we take them to the dealer. Peterbilt charges $220 now for an insurance quote. I think that price went up. I don't remember that being that high, but I've never got a quote there. I just remember seeing a sign for it. But insurance quotes at Peterbilt in in St. Paul area are now $220. And it took them 5 days to get to it. I dropped it off on, I dropped that off on Wednesday. Okay, never mind. It took them 2 days to get to it. I dropped the truck off Wednesday. They got the quote done on Friday. But called them on Tuesday, and they said, nah, we can't get to it till Thursday, and didn't even get to it till Friday. So, yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to come in strong with the high insurance quote, you know. And then, we do the work at the shop, and, I get a discount there, and I usually go run and, get the parts. And we go to the junkyard and get some parts like the metal brackets and everything. Peterbilt's going to quote massive price for that. All them little metal brackets and the bolts and everything, they're going to want an arm and a leg for all that. And I can go to the junkyard, and it's a Peterbilt 579. It's like the third most common or fourth most common truck in the country right now. So there's a lot of them at the junkyard, Freightliner's probably the most popular, I would think. International's probably the second because, they're cheaper. And then maybe the T680 or the Peterbilt 579 is probably third or fourth. I don't know. I don't know how that breaks down. But, I can get those brackets at the junkyard for like nothing. So yeah, that's what we'd be doing. Something Epic says, Cash, I smashed the like button. Now my screen is severely cracked. Yes, that's what's supposed to happen. Every time you watch my live show, you will need a new phone. John said, should call your brother DIY. Had the starter done cheaper. I don't know. To get it done the same day, I called a bunch of shops about having it towed in there. Nobody was going to get to it till Monday. So, money was not necessarily the end all be all. It was getting it done that day, and literally called the guy at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and he was there at 2 o'clock or 1:30ish, and he had the damn thing done by 3 o'clock, 3:30 maybe. So you can't ask for much more. And when you want same day service, and he went and got the part because I'm not there, I can't go get the part, so he has to go get the part. He's probably got 3 hours tied up in that job, and I ain't mad at him because if you do the job, you make the money, and that's what it is. Service is where it's at. Providing good service, and we've had him do other things to the car, so I trusted him. So sometimes you just got to pay to get stuff done. X Loads in the house. What's up, Cash? Hey, what do you think about putting a full-size house dehumidifier in the truck? That with the zero breeze could be a cab clam bake conqueror. I don't think you would need the house dehumidifier in there if you have the zero breeze. Buy that zero breeze Mark III, and make a small space in your sleeper where you sleep. Like the people that don't have this truck has a center curtain, but it's been took down, and I don't like that. I want a truck with a center curtain. You know, I'm not trying to cool this whole everything. You know, this truck does have an APU on it, but it's a dark colored truck. And, you know, like if you went to Florida or South Texas in this thing, like I want that center curtain. You got to make a small area if you want it to get really good and cool. But yeah, I don't think the humidifier would be necessary, really. Scott Rolla, hey y'all. Mike says some of those world famous Cash's King Philly cheesesteaks is on top of the list. Yeah, I do eat those quite often. I do like those. You can get those frozen steaks at Walmart that I cook, like the Philly cheesesteak meat. You can get that at Walmart in the middle coolers. You know how they have the like the freezers in the middle of the store, like in the middle of the aisle? They're usually down in those. They're not very expensive either. You get like 4 of those steaks for I don't know, like $8 or something. So, you know, makes a pretty cheap, economical breakfast for sure. Don Riego's in the house. What's up? Chief Howler says, in the Lowry Tunnel. Oh, no, I didn't see that. It had a Volvo in the Lowry Tunnel. That, funny. Kenneth says a Hellcat is non-existent. In my world, Hellcat means something totally different. Oh, I love the Hellcat. It's fast, let me tell you. It's fast. Oh, Scott Rolla says, get that new DD24. Come on, damn, I ain't never heard nothing about that one. My ding is red. Damn it, yes. Yes, do ring the bell. I recommend it. Mike says you get all them brackets from a junkyard or for less than half the price of OEM. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. You know, it's like, yeah, Peterbilt wants some real money for some things that I don't get. You know, like thousands of dollars. Like I can buy a running Honda car for what they want for a plastic bumper. Like for real, I can buy a Honda. I can buy a 15-year-old Honda Civic for what they're asking for a damn bumper. I'm talking about a running and driving Honda for what they want for a plastic bumper. I'm like, y'all are out your damn mind. I can get a just a simple chrome bumper for like $800. You know, I mean, I'm gonna put the deer guard on there anyway, so it ain't like the bumper really matters. Lewis in the house, New Jersey. Come on, New Jersey in the house. I ain't been to Jersey in a while. Ain't been out there in a minute. RGB's in the house. What's up? Roger Berry says, that's not a bad price for a starter, especially for the land yacht you own. Yeah, you know, like I said, Napa had a starter for $234, I think it was, but they couldn't get it in until Saturday. And the guy who was going to put it on, he doesn't work on the weekend. So it was like, okay, not have a car for the weekend. Well, I can't do that because I'm either going to have to Uber people everywhere or rent a car. So, you know, sometimes you just get in a situation where you got to spend some money, you know. Barry says, send the mechanic bill to Freight Trucking. Freight Trucking's got the money out here. Daniel says, hey, driver, I got a portable AC riding shotgun with me and a Predator 2000 for AC to prevent idling. That's a good idea. I say do something to prevent idling. If you want a very portable concept, get that Zero Breeze I always advertise. Check links in my videos. Get that Mark III. They got a payment plan now. Be sure to check that out. I got a video about it. But do something to not idle your truck, you know. I seen a guy the other day. He's got a Predator. I think it's a Predator 4500. It's got a 2.5 gallon gas tank, and he said he can run his air conditioner for like 18 hours on one tank of gas. And I'm like, that is so much better than idling a truck. You know, what is 2 gallons of gas? I can't see from here where I'm at. I think it says gas is $2.94 where I'm at right now. I can't see that for sure. But you think of that 2.5 gallons. What is that? Just say it's 3 gallons. Hell, it's under $10 for an 18-hour break. That's no brainer, guys. It's no brainer. Yeah, do something to don't idle. That's my suggestion. Big Duck Trucking Cash. What do you think? Company drivers getting paid percentage plus 30 cents. They offer 23.5% plus 30 cents a mile. That sounds pretty damn good, I think. I mean, I ain't done the numbers on it, but just thinking in my head sounds pretty good. Something epic says, anybody else getting lag attack? Ooh, I hope not. But I ain't had much luck with YouTube here lately. Chief Hollis says, if there's any part that the junkyard doesn't have, just stop the local truck stop on the weekend. Yeah, I'm going to start scouting some Peterbilts this weekend and see who's left their truck parked at the truck stop all weekend. And I'll get my impact out and start taking some shit apart. Oh, wait. Big Duck says, company offered 23.5% of the line haul on a W-2. So no truck or no fuel repairs. Yeah, or repairs. It don't sound half bad. I mean, as long as that percentage goes up, because I would rather be like 25 to 27%. But starting out, you got to put in a little effort, sometimes. Meditor wants $930 for a shoe kit. Look it up. They're sitting on a lot of inventory. Oh, I believe it. $930 for the shoe kit? Some bitch. What are them, solid gold brakes? Will Carr says, hey, Cash, this Will Carr, Fort Worth, Texas in the house. Scott Rose says, I have the big X guard. I hit a big doe at 70. Saved my ass. Yeah. For sure. I'm getting the deer guard more for the truck stop these days than anything. I mean, damn, people just backing into everybody right and left these days. It's crazy. Like, nobody gets out and looks. I don't see the problem in getting out and looking. If it's a pride thing, then I don't care. I don't have any pride about my trucking. I'm the most middle of the road trucker. People say, oh, I run hard. I put down 600 miles. Fuck that. I'm not that guy. I'm the most middle of the road motherfucker there is. Like, how many miles did you put down today? 375. 375, and hell, that's all I wanted. You know what I mean? Did you get out and look? Hell yeah, I got out and looked 3 times. I'm a mediocre backer. I mean, I'm good because I've had 20 years experience. I'm not good because I'm good. I backed in somewhere one time, and there was a female driver and a trainer there, and the trainee was backing in, and she wiggled it in there. It took her about 10 pull-ups, and I just got lucky. I hit it like first try, dead on, and she's like, wow, you made that look easy. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you do it for 15 years, you should make it look easy. I was like, just keep trying, just keep practicing. That's all we can do. Big Duck Trucking, 30 cents a mile for deadhead. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now. I got you. Well, see, now that bumps your percentage up a little bit because, a lot of people that pay like 27%, you don't get nothing for deadhead. So, that don't sound bad, honestly, because at that point, at least you're getting something. So if they say, hey, we want to deadhead you 500 miles to go get this load, you're like, at least I'm making something for the day, Walker, we get 80 cents a mile at AAA Cooper. Damn it, AAA Cooper, 80 cents a mile. That's Swift now, right? AAA Cooper's owned by, is that? Yeah, it's Swift. That's a damn good rate, though, 80 cents a mile. Damn it, boy. Barry says salvage yard prices are much lower when you wear an Obama hat. Prove me wrong. Ooh, I would not go to the junkyard with an Obama hat. I'm just thinking they're probably not going to like me as much. Salvage yard guys seem more like MAGA guys. I mean, I'm just profiling here, but I think. 43 people in here. Everybody smash that like button for me if you could. If you're on the replay gang, shout out to the replay gang for watching. Do the same thing. Smash that like button for me if you could. Big Duck Trucking says, please have the KW and Volvo 760 leaning towards KW since it's close to the peak. Cap out is 26%. Okay. I'll be honest with you. 26% and then 30 cents a mile to deadhead. It sounds pretty damn reasonable. And I'm kind of a gambler type guy, so I like percentage. You know, I'm looking for the upside, you know, because it's in the company's best interest to book the best paying loads. So if they book the best paying loads, you're making more money. It's just what it is. I'm not against that, but I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to run over here and get my prescription and get my ass to work so Fate Trucking can stop giving me hell about losing money. Because, you know, hey, not all of us are rich like a Fate Trucking is. So we'll holler at you later. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in.